Hello guys, live here with the today's Twitter recap plus uranium. Why uranium? It is in my theory, or in my view here on uranium from a technical point of view, it has resumed the upside until proven otherwise. But until then, it looks absolutely amazing. I want to show you a few charts before we go into what we normally do. The Twitter stuff, the people that I follow, which I think you should also follow. They are really good at what they do, and that's why I follow them. I think I have like six charts today, so not much, but we will definitely go through them. And again, thumbs up, all that good stuff, both on YouTube, here on Twitter, and especially on SOXX. Again, join us if you want to participate in what I think personally is the resumption to the upside in uranium. With that said, why am I saying that we are in that uptrend? The reason is one of them, there are many, but one of them is the URA divided by the uranium spot price. Overall, you have seen it before, I also just posted it, that this, in my opinion, is a 15-year Vikov accumulation pattern. And if I am correct, again, I'm not a Vikov expert by any means. I know a tiny bit, but I'm not, but if you were to look up the textbook stuff here, this is extremely close. If that's the case, we should see something like this, right, in the ratio where the uranium miners is outperforming the uranium spot price by multiples. And I don't think the spot price will stand still. I think it will come up as well. But again, the miners, if that's the case, again, it's not tomorrow. But again, if you don't believe me, check out Vikov accumulation pattern, and you will see that this is actually quite close there. Also here we have the big one, the mother of all uranium companies, massive volume, up 10%, breaking the falling wedge above, in my opinion, one of the bigger resistance and support trend lines here. Support and resistance, extremely bullish there on the Cameco. Next gen also bounced off the green long-term uptrend here. All the way, we bounced out of the falling wedge into it. Inverted head and shoulders there as well on the lower time frames. Beautiful, above resistance, above 30 weekly. Next gen looks truly amazing, closing at the highs. So unless we do like that, getting below the green, next gen, fantastic. Also here on the SOXX daily, we actually followed this zone here, which in my opinion were, if we were to break out from the zone, extremely bullish, breaking down very bad, very bad. And we were luckily with a move to the upside there, big volume coming in there for URA. I've been talking about, either way we go, the volume will be massive, and we have the volume. You can see here the slowdown in volume, and we have a volume breakout with a breakout there on URA. It's incredible. It's amazing until proven otherwise, but this is a really good day. And if I step on the Bollinger Bands, you can see we're also expanding here. It seems a bit early, but again, hopefully we just take off here. Uranium, fantastic. Join us on the SOXX if you want to. Hopefully we can find some great entries for the longer term there on uranium. Good. Twitter, yes. TrendSpider here with Electronic Arts. This is, a gaming provider or, company here. Actually quite a long 6 year, in the making here. But it looks, again, I agree, it looks like it wants to pop here. Again, the popcorns there, getting above, I don't know the level exactly. Oh, there it is, excuse me. 151 should seal the deal. You can also see the volume here is getting very thin, just above these wicks here. So it could actually, when we get into the 40s, the 140s, it looks really good. And it's a 6 year pattern, so that's more like a longer term investment, or that's good. bar chart here, McDonald's closes at the lowest price since October 2022. However, I'm also quite confident that we are going to see some bounce here. This move seems, way overdone, and I would be surprised if we just slice straight through here. You can basically see the channel coming in here. Again, it's just a guess, but again, usually you see a bigger move because everyone is so bearish into support. But hey, it's down, what's that, $50 ever since the peak there at 300. So that's quite a big haircut for McDonald's, the great MACD. Trader here as well. Oops, there it is, excuse me. So trader here on silver, the 1 hour chart. Again, he always has a lot of, a large description, explaining it into detail. But basically here, just pointing out that we have like a 3-4 day, wedge pattern here again, and silver is in an uptrend. I don't know if we have broken it. 31, that's URA. Wow, never mind. But again here, the trend is up long term on the daily. Again, this should favor a move to the upside in silver in the short term also. The great Martes here. This is the CAC 40. That's the French big indice, and then we have the DAX. The DAX here, potential topping pattern, head and shoulders pattern going back roughly 4 months or so. A break there would trigger a move down to roughly, I think, down here. And then we shall see here, but definitely seems like a topping pattern. And you can see the CAC 40 here, the French one here, M top or double top, and broke down. And again, the target has been met roughly around here. So also quite a nasty view on the short term. However, I think to remember that the CAC 40 on a very, very long term is actually at major support right here. Major support. I think I've seen Borak do that chart. Again, don't quote me on it, but I think it still looks quite good. Of course, not if we break down of that trend line, but yeah, definitely some weird things going on. Great Martes again. Dow theory, this is not good. This is very bad. I know the great Martes is, more or less always quite bearish. I've actually seen him quite bullish on gold, and I like gold. You can see here again, we have the Dow Jones, we have the Nasdaq, we have divergence, meaning, again, these crocodile jaws, they basically have to close at some point. Which way it will be, we don't know. You can see the correlation here until like 3 months ago. The Nasdaq went off, Dow Jones sideways. Which one is correct? We shall see. According to the great Martes, both are going down. So, oh yes, fantastic here. Again, trader here with the U.UN. That's the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust on the daily. Also a trend line that I have been watching, and this is from yesterday, if I believe, the 10th. No, that's today, excuse me. But we were breaking out here, and yeah, that's very good. As you know, the U.UN is highly, what's it called? They buy a lot of physical uranium whenever they have the chance to. So the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust going up in value means the spot price should go up. And yes, the uranium miners and the spot price is still heavily correlated to each other, no matter what people say with regarding to long-term contracts and all that. You can basically plot the two charts and they follow with an offset to each other. Jake here, we have the Hang Seng China is at a very interesting spot here going into the mid-week, and I completely agree. This is a very clean chart, and I really like how it's set up here with the bottom rail back from the start of 2024. There it is. We are touching it again. The bullish view is that we're actually in a falling bullish wedge into that support. So if and when we get the breakout here, basically getting into roughly 18,000, we should have the breakout. That's a great entry, and the stop loss is very easy to place on these setups here. So again, very clean, 1 or 2 lines here, in this case a rail, but again, very cool stuff by Jake. He's really good. He's really, really good. Here, that's me. URNM divided by the U.UN. Again, the Sprott physical uranium trust. So potentially, I'm just trying to map up what could happen here. Again, we have the break of that golden channel, major resistance at 2.8 basically, and we have the breakout testing 2.8, retesting the golden there. So potentially we get resumption here, and you actually have like it bottoming, inverted head and shoulders. Target is roughly 3.6. So again, potentially that is in the making here. Tavi Costa here. I'm just going to read the first line here again. I wouldn't be surprised if the 2-year yield retest its breakout level, forming at roughly around 2%. And I completely agree. I've actually been waiting for that for a long time. And when that happens, you know, people, rates are going down. It's just the same old same. No, then it will come again. And surprise, a lot of people who don't, basically think that we are still in this lower highs and lower low rates ever since 1980. You can see lower low and lower low rates. That's not the case anymore. That ship has sailed. And by the way, the last time we had this kind of scenario with higher rates for longer, higher rates, was between 1970 and 1980. And gold, platinum, silver did really well. Oil did also did really well, if I am not mistaken. So yeah, I completely agree with this. Very, again, one line chart. I like it. Very clean, very simple. So yeah, that's that. Only a few charts here, but again, great charts by some great people. Follow these guys. And as I said at the intro, I think the uranium bull market has resumed today. I could be wrong, I could be right, but that is my call. And if that's the case, it's gonna be great. Have a great day, guys. It's been a pleasure as always. Stay safe.